The United Nations views the 2000 to 2015 Millennium Development Goals a major success, especially in cutting child deaths by almost half, from 12 million to 6 million children globally. And to build up on such successes, as the MDGs draws to a close by September 2015, the G77, a technical working group comprising various countries, has developed 169 Sustainable Development Goals. These surpassed the initial 18 MDGs by more than 9 times. However, after a thorough scrutiny of the 169 targets, the Copenhagen Consensus Center, working with top world economists and Nobel laureates, said the 169 targets are not only too large a number to work with, but some may produce poor outcomes.
We create the good arguments for why you should be choosing those particular targets, because they give lots of shillings of social good for every shilling spent, rather than all the other things that are out there on the agenda.
The Copenhagen Consensus Center advises for the targets to be scaled down to at least 19 to guarantee social, economic and environmental benefits for the various countries.
Each of these 19 targets, we know, will do more than 15 shillings worth of good for every shilling spent. That's a phenomenal outcome by any standards. So really what they said was, instead of doing 169, well, you'll do sort of a okay for every shilling spent. You can do more than 4 times as much good if you just focus on the top 19.
Investment in good nutrition is one such target, cited as having the potential to reap maximum social, economic benefits for the people.
But it also turns out to be an incredibly good way to help Kenya and the world. Because if you invest more money into making sure kids don't starve, it means that their brains and their muscles will develop more in their early years. And that means when they start going to school, they will learn more in school, hence they will stay longer in school.
Malnutrition accounts for more than 50,000 deaths in children under the age of 5 in Kenya, at about 1 in every 2 children each year. Chronic malnutrition accounts for 35%, that is 1 in 3 children in Kenya under the age of 5 suffer from stunting.
Stunting affects more of the brain, the physical. You'll see that the child is short, but the brain is also affected in a similar manner. You'll find that the brain is even smaller, and the brain networks are also not properly formed.
It all begins in their 1,000 days window period from conception. Research now shows that ensuring expectant women eat food rich in vitamins and minerals essential for the healthy growth of the child, and exclusive breastfeeding in the first 6 months can prevent infant deaths by up to 13%. There is evidence that a well-nourished child can potentially increase their lifetime earnings by 10%. Scaling up nutrition interventions through food fortification with essential vitamins and minerals produce 16 times greater results than the initial spending. Meaning that, for example, for every 100,000 shillings spent on nutrition, we would generate up to 1.6 million shillings in economic returns, thus adding 200 billion shillings to the country's GDP annually. Maria Ambo reporting for Channel 1.